white people don't know any of our business, right? We know white people business. They don't nothing about us. Right. And so he has learned through me that there's colorism over here.
Where's your husband from?
He's from Chicago. He's from the burbs of Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah. He's white, he's Jewish. Yeah. But he didn't know this thing about complexion with us. He learned through me. And so when both the kids were born the same exact color, and then all of a sudden my son was pink and then red and then orange and then black, and we looked at my daughter and we're like, "You coming, sis?" And she said the credit score is better. So she said no thank you. but and my husband was like worried and like, are people gonna make fun of Cooper? And I was like, honestly, no, because he's a boy.
Yeah.
With the skin complexion, no, because he's a boy. He'll be fine. They'll both be fine. But we run into people seeing that they're like me, like, oh, how old is the girl? Oh, 15 months. How old's the boy? They're twins. Wait, they're twins? They're like, people don't believe that they're siblings. Wow. Because their skin colors are so different. Yeah. And it's like, and it annoys my husband to no end. He really hates it because also people, he can see people be more weird and aggressive to my son than my daughter. He takes them out on walks and he wants, and people will try to touch my son. And they don't to my daughter. Huh. They respect that white woman, and they try to.
They go, "This who's the black kid?"
Oh, I love babies, and they reach for my son constantly. And my husband is like, my husband is like, has really turned into like, in what world is it okay for you to touch a stranger's baby? Blah blah blah. And these two white women approached and said, "Oh my God, they're so cute. Are they yours?" And he said, "Yeah." Yours. And she said, "Even him."
Even him? What is This is the 50s?
They're twins. And she said, looks like he got cooked a little longer. So people are weird. And at that point, my children were 4 months old. And so from my husband he's having such a great awakening. And if you see him on Threads, you know that he is angry. He is angry.
Now he sees like, we go to every goddamn day now. Huh?
He's angry because he can see how the world, and he's scared of the way the world, and how his children will live in it. Yeah.
But now he has children, and he sees, I go, it's old ass thinking.
We should not be dealing with this anymore.
It's like I'm tired. Yeah. People say, when people go, man, it's 2026. What the hell? I go, all you have to do is subtract by 100 and you'll know where the mentality is. It's 1926 with these people. Subtract by 100.
And stop talking to our black about it because we're not the ones in charge.
That's what Toni Morrison
I'm not doing
said. Leave me out of it. That's for you to deal with. There's if you've seen this video of Toni Morrison's on Charlie Rose, and he asks, what is this racism thing? And she explains it. It's the coolest I've ever seen in my life. I'll play it for you after this. Yeah. It's amazing, and it's just like, yes.
It's not, don't ask us.
Yeah, you deal with it. That's yours.
It's yours.
Distortion that you call racism, you deal with it. Leave me out of it. I've never been a victim. I've never been a victim. You tried to make me a victim. And if it takes someone being on their knees for you to feel tall, it's the coldest. And Toni Morrison, she's always this. She was always the most eloquent in the way she talked. I'm gonna show you it. It's amazing. So we do this.
With the game.
I got a little thing real quick. We're gonna run through. We're almost done. We're in our 4th hour. Were you mistaken for Lizzo?
Probably.
I think, did Paris Hilton's mom, Kathy, mistaken for Lizzo?
And that was weird because I've been to that lady's house and had a meeting with her. And I was like, I know you, Kathy.
And Lizzo's tall, right?
Yeah, I've never met Lizzo, but Lizzo and I do different things. But I guess we were. I've been confused for many a black fat, like many
Lizzo
women, and it's always weird and tinged with racism. And I did think that was weird.
Not the
Kathy
Hiltons.
Hilton, because I have been to that woman's house and had a meeting with her because she wanted to dress me, and I was like, that's so strange.
Oh man,
wow. You ought to know my real name also.
Wow.
Because she said Precious.
Wow.
I don't know.
You ever learn a drop kick yet? Man, I'll be dropped. Man, what? Okay, I heard you were a comedian. Could you comedian?
I don't think so.
Would you do stand-up? You want to partake in stand-up?
You know.
Do you have a thing for it or no? What do you have? Because we can talk. You ever want to hang out? You ever need some tip? I could be, I could be your comedy brother and let you know I got, what I'm saying? If you ever think about it, because you have the skill for it.
So many people probably yelling at the screen right now to do it.
No, because if you're really passionate, because I tell people, do you really want that smoke? Like, are you passionate about stand-up comedy?
And the answer is no. Okay. But I thought I was for a bit.
You said what?
I thought when I was a kid, I thought I really wanted to be a comedian. I really, really wanted to. Like, I would really, really stand up in front of my family. I would stand up in front of my. I had bits. I would do this. I thought I was going to do it. I really did for a while until I realized I was poor and was like, I don't have the affordability to dream. But I do. I have
comedy make you broke though.
Yes, it's hard. I have so much respect. I've watched so many comedians throughout my life. I used to love, was it Comic View?
Comic View, yeah.
I love Comic View.
Comic View? I was on Comic View.
Yeah, you were on Comic View. That's where I saw you.
Get your laptop.
I love Comic View. And I love watching stand-up, like Def Comedy. I love watching stand-up, and it is an art form, and I don't know that I have the ability to do, but like I have friends that when you give like when you do like a voice note, I'll do like a voice note about some whatever, and it'll be like, 10 minutes, and my friends will be like, that is a tight 10. You can take like that is because it'll be me ranting about something, and it's just like, that's a tight 10, girl. You have this, like, you can just go ahead and do this. I'm like, and you got it for free.
Yeah. It's because I tell you, stand up, not improv. No. Stand up comedy. It's a real craft.
Mm-hmm.
It's like boxing. I always say that boxing and stand up are the same because some people think they can box.
Now that I do.
Arms. Yeah. You know what I mean? You box?
Yeah, I used to box 3 times a week before I got pregnant.
But you saw
and I got
how much
back
of a
into
science it is, though. You learned, like, you punch from the legs? What?
And I stopped doing it for like over 2 years because I had to stop the second I got pregnant because the pregnancy was geriatric. And I just got back in it 2 weeks ago, and I'm so surprised by how many things I remember and how fast I'm like that. It really is like, it's muscle memory. I love it so much. Oh my God. I had to miss it to be with y'all today.
You see that?
Yeah,
3 hours. All right, so she can get to the
I wasn't playing in the top.
No, you're supposed to get to the game. You got to get to the game.
No, I get to the game?
Yeah, we have 3 hours. We got to get to the game.
Okay.
My children miss me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get to the game. Here's the game. Ready? Explain this photo.
Explain that photo.
Yes, that is Lizzo holding a glass of wine. So, okay, what happened here? So, okay, the funny thing this was during Empire.
Yeah.
And one of my co-stars had done a club event where he got paid in cash.
Yeah.
And so he just had a ton of cash, and I didn't have no wig on. I had a scarf, right? We lived in the same building, and we was just all around, like a lot of us, like I think Taraji's on the other side of me, and another Caitlin Doubleday is on the other side. A few of us were at his apartment, and we thought it would be really funny if we spread that cash all over me, and I took a picture. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's just like me being rich and unbothered. And I don't know why it's so funny, but it's really funny.
Remember seeing the video of Johnny Knoxville pranking you by having you sit on a cake chair?
Yes. So Johnny Knoxville, Eric Andre, and I did a show called Prank Panel. And why I was there, I don't know. I don't know, but they had me in that anyway. And we had, and it wasn't really just a prank from Johnny. And so people, yes, I sit on the chair and immediately go, is this cake? So that's simply the way I laugh. And people were like, how did you know it was cake so fast? Is your ass magical? We had gone to a meeting earlier that week where we were talking about pranking the audience members, and Johnny gets a lot of credit. Johnny's great, but it was actually Eric's joke, because Eric was like, why don't we prank the audience by building a chair out of cake? And I was like, that would be hilarious. And then they had me, because the thing is, they could not figure out what I was afraid of. Day one, they were like, what are you afraid of? Yeah. And I just kept lying to them. I said that I was afraid of animals with human faces.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just make
because
up
it
stuff.
has to be specific.
Republican
Because I can't just say animals. It had to be specific so they believe it. And so they would randomly put out like a picture of a dog with a human face, and I'd be like, "That's funny." Oh, boo, ah! Like I'd forget that I was supposed to be scared of it. And they're like, and they sent everybody. They went into cahoots with my husband, which I actually tricked them into being into cahoots with my husband. Because one thing I know that man don't do is play about me. So I knew that the thing I'm actually afraid of, he's never going to let them do that.
Wow,
He'll scare them away.
Oh, wow.
And he didn't tell me about them being in cahoots with him until way later. I just knew that man had my back. And they just couldn't figure out what was going to scare me or freak me out. And their last resort was the cake, and it really worked.
Oh, man,
and it was,
hilarious.
that's why I got it so fast, because I was like, that would be so funny. And I was like, this don't feel like no cow. This is cake.
She's like, this is cake.
I never tasted it, and that is my regret.
That's another 154 conversation in the books. We are bridging culture back to its roots.
From Africa to the world, we're telling stories our way.
So make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share your voice in the comments. This is 154.